This edition of Constituency Lens, we bring you the political dynamics from one of the swing constituencies here in the eastern region. We're talking about the Asougyaman Constituency. Since 1992, the MPP has actually won this particular seat twice, while the NDC won it 5 times. Now, the current MP, Thomas Ampem Nyako, is actually seeking a 3rd term, having won the previous election, that is the 2020 election, by a margin of 1,220 votes. He secured 24,439 votes compared to his opponent's 23,201 votes in the 2020 election. Now, in percentage terms, he garnered 51.30%, while his opponent, Paul Ansah, managed 48.70%. Now, with a projected voter population of over 60,000 for this particular constituency, where will this constituency lean in December? What factors are actually influencing voter decision here in the Asougyaman Constituency? I believe you want to know, and so come with me while we speak to voters to understand the factors that will inform their vote on December 7th. On December 7th, we believe all of you are going to the polls and you're going to make decisions. We want to find out from you what issues will inform your vote on December 7th.
We need roads and water.
We have water here, but the bill is too much for us and the road is not good. We have potholes, and then the fuel, the transport, we are suffering a whole lot. So we need the president to help us. We the youth, we are suffering from work and then money. We don't have, some of us, we don't have parents to support. So we need them to help us.
Everything is too much. The fare, I mean everything is high. So they need to do something about it because everything is high. It's not easy. Today you go and buy something 1 cedi. Today you go and buy 3 cedi, 5 cedi. It's too much. We are dying. So they have to do something about it.
So when you go to the poll, how is this going to translate into the vote you're going to make?
That is the problem now, because to me, if I can say that I can't vote, because this what they are doing there is I won't vote, to be honest, because the vote we are voting is not necessary. So I don't think it's necessary to vote.
Oh, that's the concern from Salamatu, as well as her friends here who are actually touring the bridge you see behind me. To them, these are the issues that will inform their vote. Let's get to the Abolo market and find out what the Abolo sellers also make of the situation and what will inform their votes then. Madam, tell us, what are the issues on your table that will inform your vote on December 7th?
It's like here they are not buying because the economy is very high. The passengers don't have money. Even if they drove the car inside and you ask them whether they will buy the stuffs, they are angry and say, can't you see the economy is hard? For you, it's an issue of the economy. Yeah, the economy is very high. The dollar is too high. The government should bring the dollar down for us. Yeah, we the youth here are suffering because the dollar is too high. Things are expensive too much. Things are too expensive. So we beg the government should make the dollar, it should come down for us small. Okay. Yeah. All right. So apart from the economy, are there any other issues on your table that you think will inform the way you're going to vote on December 7th? Yeah, like the electricity bill is too expensive for us here. The prepaid that they brought here is very expensive. We are near the Akosombo down, but the electricity bill here is too high for us. If you buy prepaid 50 cedis, it won't even reach 1 week. Then the prepaid is finished. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. Okay. All right. Your full name again? Gamodoris. Okay, that's Gamodoris' concern. She is concerned about the state of the economy as well as electricity tariffs. And give us your name and tell us. Okay, so what are the issues for you?
This year we are saying, "We say the amunto, we be blessed and some people talk about kwama." You say, "Yeah, yeah, who got that? So I didn't know why it."
Me, like I said,
In my mind, I don't want to vote because the MPs, if we vote for them and they win, they don't know us. So vote is not by force. I will not vote for anybody that will get profit so that the person will take care of their family, only their family.
Does that mean that you are not being catered for by the political class here, those of you who sell here?
See our market. You yourself see the grounds. And NDC MP is the MP in Asougyaman here.
Okay, but how about buying? Are people buying? Is the market as fast, as good as you expected?
No, they're buying first. They are buying like now. They are not. The buying is not going fast like first. First, if our mommy go to Dambai or Germany and they brought fish, maybe 3 days, 4 days, it finish. Now we sell it 1 week to 2 weeks before it will finish. Yes.
Isu akaye wahano. Ebi ya onse ma ye di dradie. Anke bi ya loan bi. Na ko ma maye. But honorable pem no ye kan ya we mua. But honorable pilot no. Ono ma ye loan ye but wo problem na nke se wo kọ ncha. Ono so mua o bia no. O de bua o. Mimi ti we wa bua me. Ah me wa bua say. Wa bua mama me ba kura ko school. Mimi ti we me nya ne sika. Me nya ne 2002. Nti no wa bua me. Me baba be ko school wa bua me ama wo ko school ama me 1000. Me de piano ama wo ko school. Nti me wa rehye so oba de o ka so oba ya amaye no me gidi so oba ya amaye eno nti me gina ewie ma to aba ama no market ade anka ye pese o mu bie mu maye aha na esua sometimes cars ni akese be park wa ha ye cars no kwanya be bi ngina ma o mu nto ade amaye.
It's like most of the youth in Ghana find it difficult to get employment after they've completed school. So I'll plead that they should provide more job opportunities for the youth, so that it can help all of us in the country.
As it is now in the Asougyaman Constituency, or Akosombo to be specific, how is the youth unemployment issue like in this community? Paint a picture for us.
Oh, the youth employment in this community is very difficult because we only have VRA and the voter lake. So it's like if the course you study doesn't correspond to that area, that means we are not going to get any employment.
For me, I think that the collapse of the bank is one of the main reasons why I think people will make their decision on voting, because we all know that then you need about 400 million to recapitalize your bank, and now looking at the banks that were collapsed as compared to how much this government says he used, it's a bit mind-boggling. And the kind of food insecurity, when we thought that we have these slogans of planting for foods and jobs and stuff like that, and we still have food insecurity. They talk about smuggling of fertilizers and the kind of nepotism that this government has really shown, that you have to belong to a particular circle before you are given some kind of attention. And you look at the basic things. Actually, I've really gone round, especially in Akosombo, and you see poverty staring at your face. You see people are suffering. Look, even the government sector is not employing a lot of people, and you are collapsing private sector. But we all know that the growth of any nation starts with the private sector. They are not being empowered. So I think these are some of the issues, and people have gone from bad to worse, and the worst are dying. You understand? So people are really going to look at this. I mean, I don't think this year's vote will be mainly I'm MPP, so I'm waiting for MPP, I'm NDC, I'm waiting for NDC, I'm PPP, I'm waiting for PPP. It's about who do I think will make my situation better.
So here in Akosombo Combined Taxi Station, there are a number of drivers here who are also expressing their concerns with regards to the issues that will inform their vote on December 7th.
As for me, looking at the rural side, the government has done a lot. Looking at the routes, when we come to Akosombo, we have a lot of rules here. So we are cool.
Okay.
We are cool.
Your name again?
To me, Jacob Bonu.
Okay. Yeah. So let me come to you. For you, okay, let me start from Daddy. What are the issues that you're going to hinge your vote on December 7th?
Oh, my issues there is, I'll first take the economy. The economy there, it's very, very bad. Every day increment. When you get to the market, when you buy this today, next day it goes up. And as a transit driver, the fuel, gas, and domestic, but gas price, the liter and the petrol liter is almost coming to the same, which is very, very bad. So I base my vote on this issue.
The issue of economy,
the fuel, goods and services in the market, everything. Okay. Very, very bad. Okay. Every day increasing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So to you, which issues are going to drive your vote?
Thank you so much. My name is Roxanne. In fact, the most important thing is the cost of living. And then when you see 2016, our fuel price was 14 cedi, 60 pesos per gallon. Now it's almost 80 cedis. So I will not say that because I love my party. If my party is on power, I won't change my mind. And then you see when right now, even Kenke, 2016, Kenke was 1 cedi. And we use it for campaign. But now Kenke is 7 cedi, 8 cedis. So I think that if any party that can come to power and then reduce the cost of living, I will vote for that person. And then number two, one of the things we need to look at is the people who are saying there are a lot of promises that are going on. Okay, there are a lot of promises that are going on. And when we are looking at their promises, you can see that these people are not thinking about the ordinary Ghanaians. When they come, all that they want is to enrich themselves, take their children outside this country, and then that's all. For me, I decided not to vote at all, but then I'll vote based on, look at the dollar today. 2016, the dollar was 4 cedi, 20 pesos. Now it's 17 cedi and above. So for me, I'm looking for a party who will come to power and be able to reduce everything. Now, when you look at the taxi drivers, the spare parts, 2016, you can even get a shock absorber around 70 cedis. Now it's 1,005 cedis.
How about the engine?
The engine now, my engine, 2016, it was 3,000 cedis. Now it's 20,000 cedis. Look at the difference. So I'm looking for somebody who will not come and then think about himself, but the person will come and think about the ordinary Ghanaians.
I want to give my man the final word. So he disagrees with you that even though things are bad, you're going to stick to your party. The fact that you want to stick to your party, are there any other issues you would want your party to take a critical look at going into this election?
To me, everything's okay, though, but I would like the government to change one or two things. Let me say, when we come to the market now, everybody have his or her prices on his own. Because when we go to Accra, everybody paid 47 cedis from here to Accra, in and out. And then when we come, 1 gallon of oil, somebody will sell it 700 cedis, and someone will sell it 1,000 Ghana. And that is what I'm looking for. The government should say something about that. And that is my very big problem. The spare parts that we are talking about, when we go to Asougyaman, you get some engines, 8,000, let me say something like Opel engine, 8,000, 85,000. But when we go to Kofodia, you get some 75,000, 65,000. Why?
Well, from the combined taxi station here in Akosombo, let's take you to the Akosombo market. So we are right inside the VRA Akosombo fish market, and you can see there are a lot of shoppers here who are trying to, make 1 or 2 purchases. But then we want to find out from them the issues that will inform their vote when they go to the polls on December 7th. I have with me one elderly woman here to share her story with us. So what are the issues that will inform your vote on December 7th?
This, you see this thing? It's how much? 5 cedis.
It's how much?
5 cedis.
Few years ago, how much was this?
Oh, maybe like this you can get it 5 cedis. Or like this you can get it 5 cedis. But now, this one, they can tell you if the person knows you, can give it to you 10 cedis.
I have another beautiful woman here who is also shopping. Tell us the issues that will inform your vote on December 7th.
They have to reduce the things because everything is very expensive. When you bring 1,000 cedis to the market, you just buy something.
Okay.
It won't even be full.
I've been in the market and I've been buying. So looking at the economy and how far things are becoming, for December 7th, the elections, for me to vote and vote well, things have to go low. Things are expensive. Prices have increased. Transportation. You go to the market today with a certain amount of money. You go and the next minute you realize that you won't buy anything. In fact, things are very expensive.
So cost of living?
Cost of living is very high. Cost of living is high. Looking at rent, water, and everything. Aside that, at times there are light outs and other stuff. So in case like you have things doing, you are not getting it done as you want it. I came with, say, 300 cedis, but look at the things I've been able to buy. Things are expensive. And, oh yes, things are very expensive. The meat, you can't buy. Pepper is expensive. Now you buy pepper from 10 cedis. Tomatoes, we don't say it.
For me, unemployment, because I'm also a graduate, but now I'm into business. I'm selling dry fish, and the economy is very hard. When we go for the products, when I'm holding 3,000, the next market day, when I go 3,500, 4,000, meaning it's increasing. So we need things to be cast down for us, things to come down for us, so that the economy also will be good.
Okay. So what would you want to say to the policy makers, the NDC and the MPP?
In fact, they should cast down the cost for us. Those at that place, let me say the MPs, whatever, the NDC, MPP, in fact, their children, most of them, their children are not in the country. So they are making things difficult for we that are in the country now. So they should do something about it. Me, for instance, I have 3 kids. Looking at it, the school fees alone is killing me. They are saying free education, but forget about the free education. The books we buy, the things we buy, it's even more than the free education. So they should cast out the things for us, especially the dollar. If the dollar is up, things will be up. So let the dollar come down for us.
Well, I engaged the 2 leading parliamentary aspirants on the ticket of the NDC and the NPP, Thomas Ampem-Nyako and Pius Enam Hajide, respectively. I first asked Thomas Ampem-Nyako what he has been able to achieve for his constituent for the past 8 years.
For the past 8 years, I have achieved a lot that the whole district assembly could not match. I have achieved a lot that the whole MPP government have not been able to do. And I say this because as an opposition member of parliament for the past 8 years, I have built more schools than the whole MPP government put together. I have built more schools than the district assembly has done in the past 8 years. I have built more clinics and renovated more clinics than the whole government has done in the past 8 years. Apart from the provision of infrastructure, I have spent a lot of money in training, providing in-service trainings for our teachers. I have paid school fees for many of our constituents who are in tertiary institutions, those in the universities, colleges of education, nursing training colleges, and many of them. Every year I keep doing these things. Every year when school placements come out, I support parents with mattresses, chop boxes, and other school supplies, because it is always very difficult for some of our people. These are things that I will do even more when I get a chance to serve in the 3rd term. And so the assurances, and you see, everything I say, I go back to challenge my opponent and the MPP to show what they have been able to do in these areas.
That cannot be true. That is palpable falsehood. Okay. Look, many of the things that the outgoing member of parliament, Thomas Ampem-Nyako, speaks about are projects that are sponsored by NGOs. And now the people know.
Who brought in the NGOs?
Look, I'm saying that sometimes the NGOs come by themselves. I know, for instance, Safe Water. Safe Water is building water system for the good people of the Kokono combined Pumpuni area. They came on their own volition. I've engaged with them. His contribution to that project is zilch, zero, not 1 cent.
He has built schools.
He has not. Please, he has not.
Done a lot.
He has not. He has started for 8 years. He has started about 1 or 2 school projects he's unable to complete.
Are these not achievements?
For 8 years, 1 or 2 uncompleted school projects. Member of Parliament receiving our GET fund, receiving our health insurance fund, receiving our MP's common fund, etc., etc. The leverage of the Member of Parliament. After 8 long years, you are talking about uncompleted infrastructure in 1 or 2 communities. That is abysmal performance. You give me an opportunity for 4 years, and when you come back, Joy FM, you want to join us, you want to check, you will see not uncompleted structures and painting of old building and claiming that you have renovated school building. No, that's not the kind of thing we are looking at.
Okay, you've been Deputy Minister of Information, you've been at the helm of affairs. Tell us what you have done.
Well, first of all, as Deputy Minister, my constituency is the entire country. As MP, my constituency will be only in Asougyaman.
So what have you done for the people of Asougyaman?
Oh, many things. You spoke about the market shed, for instance. The first AstroTurf we have in this constituency, that is my handiwork. Today, there is an AstroTurf with floodlights in Asougyaman. Elsewhere, members of parliament are the ones constructing AstroTurfs. In the specific instance of the AstroTurf, that AstroTurf was lobbied for and is being constructed by the agency that I head, the National Youth Authority.
Okay.
You understand me?
All right.
And I'm saying that you leverage the opportunities that you have. As we speak to you today, we are constructing a youth resource center at Atimpoku. That's my handiwork. You can check the volume of contribution we have made into that project. 20 and plus water projects brought in by...
which communities?
Oh, many of these communities. You go to Enum, where the MP comes from, 2 of those water projects, I put it there. 8 years. His record does not come close. Under my leadership, Asougyaman will become a tourism destination of choice. Then we have Operation Food Basket. We have the Volta River. One of the longest stretches of the river in one constituency is here in Asougyaman. I am saying that we shall deploy irrigation and we shall do all year-round farming.
So in the next 4 years, give us in 1 minute your specific plans for this constituency.
Look, when you come to Asougyaman, you would not miss an opportunity to identify that the tourist potential of this constituency is huge. So myself and the hotels have agreed that we are going to pull resources together and provide lighting all around the lake, from Afrikiko to Royal Senche. This is going to make the place beautiful and allow activities on the water 24/7. This is localization of our 24-hour economy. When you come to Asougyaman, we have 5 public senior high schools. If we add vocational schools like the Prestec and another vocational school in Frankedia, you are counting about 7 of them. We have private senior high schools like the Akosomo International School, Learning Field, and all that. Unfortunately, we don't have any tertiary institution. And so as a member of parliament, that is one of the things that as I go around, people keep talking about. And so I will see what we can do to get either a teacher training college or a nursing training college or any of... You know, my government, the NDC government, is the one that is noted for establishing schools.
He has been member of parliament. He has been DC. He has served the Asougyaman for 12 years.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you grade his performance in parliament for the past 8 years?
Oh, -1. He's a complete disaster. This is somebody who I asked at a public event how many times he has spoken on the bad roads we have in Asougyaman. For 8 years, he said twice, which means that on the average, every 1 term, 4 years, he speaks once.
My performance as a DC is what made me win in 2016, a very difficult election year for the NDC. When NDC lost so many seats, I won. Because you see, I am deep-rooted in Asougyaman. I went to primary school, JHS secondary school in Asougyaman. I taught in Asougyaman. In fact, I have taught so many choirs, songs in Asougyaman. I have been a taxi driver in Asougyaman. I have I became a DC in Asougyaman. My opponent doesn't have any of these. He never schooled in Asougyaman. He was never born in Asougyaman. He never lived in Asougyaman. In fact, he has never voted in Asougyaman before. So his advantage is the money that he's sharing and probably his tribe.
I find it quite insulting to the people of my heritage and people of similar heritage, like the Kobos, like the Ewes, and like my northern brothers. We have lived here for God knows how long. Our great-great-grandfathers were born here. I believe that I am a citizen of Asougyaman true and true.
You say you have never voted here.
Well, that's not correct. That's not correct. If I am disqualified under law, he should know better. He knows what to do. So
have you ever voted in this constituency?
I have many times, not once. In 2008, I voted here.
You see, Pius Ajide's recent association with Asougyaman has brought the good image of Asougyaman into disrepute, and it is so unfortunate. Before he got associated with Asougyaman, nobody was mentioning Asougyaman in any bad light. One has promised to schoolgirls that he would facilitate free exit for them anytime they want to go out. His promised to some youth in Asougyaman that if he was able to send people to Australia, he would do so and send them to America and all that. I mean, things that everybody, some of us, gave him the benefit of the doubt because he had denied earlier on that he had no hand in the Australian visa scandal. But for him to be caught on tape boasting with it is so unfortunate. And if I were him, I wouldn't be bold to go out to campaign.
I am confident that the Lord God Almighty has called us to serve and that we have a strong message, and our message has resonated well with the vast majority of the good people of Asougyaman.
Who are going to give you what margin?
And they are going to vote for us emphatically and decisively. I'm going to win as member of parliament. Very massively. Very massively, my brother. Okay. You should watch the space.
All right.
I, even in my difficult times as an opposition member of parliament, I can boast of so many things that
But he's been saying you have failed woefully and the 8 years given to you has been a waste of Asougyaman's time. How do you respond to that?
What do you expect him to say? He wants to say something to get attention. But let's look at the scorecards. What have I done? And I have said that I have done more developmental projects than the whole district assembly. That gets 95% of the common fund. I get, as an opposition member of parliament, I get only 5%. But if I can do more with 5% than his DCs, than he himself as a minister, then what is he talking about?
So what do you make of his chances in this particular election here in the Asougyaman constituency?
He has no chance. He has no chance at all. I mean, we hear of the things he wants to do, sharing money, rigging and all that, but we have put in place enough mechanisms to prevent any of such things. So trust me, on the evening of the 7th of December, on election night around 7 p.m. call me and you hear the noise.
Well, indeed, for many voters here in the Asougyaman constituency here in the eastern region, the high cost of living is their major concern. It's going to be one of the driving forces that will inform the way they vote on December 7th. While the NDC and the MPP have been outlining the way and means they're going to solve these concerns that the voters are raising. As to how the outcome of the election would be, we cannot say. From Asougyaman constituency here, this has been your Constituency Lens with me, Carlos Kaloni.